Wow, we never expected this, Don.
A six-man X Division championship. I guess if you gripe long enough, you get your wish.
And we know that AJ had the open challenge, and he's always been a fighting champion, but 5 opponents, JB?
The following contest is a 6-way X Division championship match. About to make his way to the ring, first of all, from San Antonio, Texas. Being accompanied to the ring by Tracy. He's the longest reigning X Division champion of all time. This is Michael Shane.
Yes, he is. I mean, that's just a fact. It's like 4.5 months that Michael Shane was the X Division champion at the end of 2003 and early 2004. And Michael Shane is one of the 5 challengers.
Introducing from Santa Monica, California, he is challenger number 2. This is Kazarian.
The most recent of the X Division champions, the man who was defeated by the phenomenal AJ Styles when Styles captured the title earlier this month.
You know he wants his revenge.
Prime time, baby. Introducing competitor number 3 from Atlanta, Georgia. This is Prime Time.
Don, you've referred to him in the past as the best X Division wrestler, never to win the X Division title, but now Prime Time's got that opportunity. He's got that chance now.
Introducing challenger number 4 from Brooklyn, New York. This is the amazing Red.
Well, just like Michael Shane and just like Kazarian, you're looking at another former X Division champion looking to regain the gold. Amazing Red.
Introducing challenger number 5 from Detroit, Michigan. He weighs in at 222 pounds. This is Chris Sabin.
Talk about stiff competition. 5 challengers, 4 former X Division champions out of the 5.
This is like a dream matchup. I mean, this is unbelievable. You gotta love the way Vince Russo stepped up on this one.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the current reigning and defending X Division champion of the world from Gainesville, Georgia. He is the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Wow, the list of accomplishments in the first 2 years of TNA of AJ Styles, unmatched, unparalleled. You know, quite honestly, every goal that AJ set out to meet, he's met. After 2 reigns as an X Division champ, 2 as an NWA World Tag Champ, 2 as the NWA World Heavyweight Champ, that TNA career, it came full circle when he captured the X Division title for a 3rd time. But tonight, the fighting champion has 5 opponents in this 6-way title match.
Oh, and right away you saw Michael Shane and Kazarian team up on AJ Styles and Sabin in primetime go over there and grab Kazarian. I mean, this is going to be bedlam already.
Almost as if the Sharks saw blood right at the opening bell and look at him attack.
Now think about this. I mean, this is going to make for strange bedfellows in this match. I mean, just because 1 pin and it's done, correct, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely, Don. 6-way matchup that has started off with all 6 men involved. You see referee Andrew Thomas, he's going to try and get some order settled here.
Well, we saw the respect that Christopher Daniels in primetime showed for AJ Styles, and Red and Sabin, of course, didn't take the same stance that Kazarian and Michael Shane did, but we're going to start it off with a little Sabin-Red action.
6-way matchup, tags allowed, first pin wins. I mean, think of the position that puts AJ in.
Oh, he can lose this match and never even get in it.
Sabin connects with a drop toe hold to Red. Red goes into the ring ropes, and you see that the champ, AJ, quickly makes the tag on Red. Sabin able to put on the brakes by hooking onto that top steel cable.
Oh, man, think about this. I've thought about getting to see AJ and Sabin in the ring. I've thought about AJ in primetime. Oh, what a move by AJ Styles.
Great move by Styles, using his leg strength to snap off that overhead head scissors, and quickly Michael Shane in, and Michael Shane just pounding down on AJ.
Oh man, just a beat down right there. Like I said, I've thought about AJ and Sabin, AJ and Red, AJ in prime time, and even with Shane and Kazarian again, and now he's got to face them all. But Mike, what kind of strategy do you use in this match? If you're not in, you can't win.
And think of the competitors involved as AJ connects with a great drop kick, takes down Shane. I mean, think of all the wrestlers, Don. The immediacy of the announcement by Vince Russo really precludes them from having any kind of time to work on a strategy or a game plan.
I'll tell you what, you have to have eyes in the back of your head. You have to be ready at a moment's instant to go in there and break up a pin. That's something else you've got to realize. You can't be lollygagging on the other side of the ropes. You got to get in there and break something up if you can.
Well, you're right. You snooze, you lose in this matchup, and AJ cannot afford that. Attempt at the suplex. Oh, man. Took him over, and then powers down Kazarian. Quick pin attempt. Barely able to get a 2 count on Kazarian.
I'll tell you what, I agree with Prime Time. I mean, Christopher Daniels, and all the kind words he said. AJ's been a champion's champion. He takes on anybody and everybody. And, you know, he's got to be thinking, what in the world have I gotten myself into right here with the suspension of Kid Cash? But you know what? He's never ducked from anything.
You're right, Don. The true definition of a fighting champion is the X Division title holder, the phenomenal AJ Styles. And when I reflect back on those comments that we heard just prior to this match from Kazarian, from Michael Shane, to me it just sounded like sour grapes, just jealousy on their part.
Oh, and it has been. Oh, what a nice sweeping kick there by Prime Time. And look at the strength as he just slams Kazarian down.
Powered him down, caught him in the belly-to-belly, quick follow cover, but Prime Time not able to put away Kazarian. AJ, there you see he make the blind tag because the champ, he wants to have this match end on his terms, and you can't blame him.
Oh, absolutely. Like you said, you can't win if you're not in. And, oh, late Kazarian took advantage of it, just sent AJ out. He caught his head against the rail.
Yeah, he tossed Styles over the top, and you saw the contact made, the back of his head.
Oh, Sabin!
Where did Sabin come from?
Man, he met him perfectly as Kazarian just rolls out.
Sabin measuring Kazarian after connecting with a missile drop kick.
Is he going to come?
Here he goes right at us.
Oh, Amazing Red, though, cuts him off. Amazing Red grabs the rope just in time.
And just as Prime Time goes to climb the ropes, Shane takes him down. Every man for himself here. Now Red's going to spring. Michael Shane.
Oh, what a move is Shane ducks. Red goes through and takes out Kazarian, Sabin in Prime Time.
Shane ducked to avoid the contact. Red went flying over the top. Let's take another look, Don. Look at this contact.
Smart move on Shane's part, but by doing that, it caught Prime Time Sabin and Kazarian unexpected.
AJ charges back into the ring. Michael Shane is there. Michael Shane is ready.
What a suplex there that was.
High impact move from the apron. Comes back into the ring, connects with the suplex.
Oh, this is a chance for Michael Shane to prove his point right here. He's got a chance to not only win the match, but pin AJ Styles to do it. You know, if you have your choice, that's what you want to do, then nobody can question.
Oh, absolutely. If you're going to win this match, you're right, Don. If you're going to become the X Division champion, what a feather in the cap it would be of an individual like Michael Shane to beat AJ Styles.
I'm trying to figure it. You know, we've seen so many great X Division. Has anybody in that ring beat AJ Styles in an X Division title match?
Wow, I don't know.
I don't believe so.
Gotta go back and think about this for a second. The way that they just made this match on the fly here caught us all off guard.
Well, I know that Amazing Red and AJ Styles had an unbelievable title match at one point that AJ Styles did win, but man, it was one of the most incredible matches we'd ever seen. Think of all the matchups we've got right here.
You're right, Don. So many of the matchups that we had thought about, that we had anticipated for weeks, ever since the announcement that Styles came back, and they're materializing right before our eyes as Kazarian able to spring off the ropes, catches AJ, follow cover.
AJ gets up there, gets his shoulder up, but I'll tell you what, if you notice, AJ is, when they've had the in-ring action, when it's been one-on-one in the ring, AJ's been in there about 80% of the time.
And just thinking back, the previous title reigns of AJ Styles, he was the first X Division champion, and then low-key won that three-way match back in 2002. And then AJ was a champion a second time, and then Jerry Lynn won.
So he's never lost an X Division title match to anybody in this ring.
Well, you're right. Springing off the top.
Oh, what teamwork by Kazarian and Shane.
working together. Michael Shane goes now for the pin. Can he take advantage of Kazarian's high-risk move? Almost did. Look at how high he gets up, and look at the impact of the leg.
I'll tell you what, AJ Styles right now has got to feel like it's 1-on-5, which it really is. Because the only one... Well, I mean,
that's exactly
what
every
it is.
wrestler for themselves. You put aside any kind of friendships, any kind of respect that you have because of what's at stake in this match. To the winner goes the X Division Championship.
Now Michael Shane looking for some help. He goes to Sabin. Sabin shakes his head. He went to Red earlier. Red shook his head. Kazarian's obviously helped him. Primetime doesn't want anything to do with it. Michael Shane looking for part. Oh, good move on Primetime's part as he tags in himself.
Primetime unleashes that flying forearm, takes down Shane now. Look at this exchange. Series of forearm shots delivered with authority by AJ. Kazarian hooks Styles from outside, pulls him down to the floor.
Oh, Primetime goes over and AJ catches it full force. Kazarian gets out of the way.
Twisting, cross body block.
What a move by Kazarian as he pulls AJ Styles
That's exactly
in front of him.
right.
Look at this.
Let's take another look at this. There you see it. That's exactly right. He just tossed AJ right into the line of fire.
Oh, AJ Styles, I'm telling you right now. And now Chris Sabin comes in. And I mean, if you're AJ Styles.
Enziguri follow cover. Blades hook. No. 2 count.
I'll tell you what, it's just one after another. He hasn't had a chance to catch his breath.
I mean, you know, there's only so far that a fighting champion can go. Wrestler after wrestler, and wrestlers who are fresh outside of the ring apron, being able to plot a strategy and come in where they're taking their shots at the champ.
But think about it, if he tags in and someone else takes his place, he can lose the championship.
You're right. That's what we said earlier.
Look. Oh, wow.
Sabin winds him up, drops him across the knee, backbreaker, pin attempt.
Oh, good move right there by Michael Shane, because I think he knew that backbreaker might have done it. I mean, they've been kind of watching AJ, and they can tell the fight he's got left, but Michael Shane knew that one could have ended it right there.
Don, think of the position that AJ puts himself in. We talked earlier, in the opening minutes of the matchup, it's easy for us to say that AJ wants to win or lose this on his own terms, but at some point, you might think that he needs to get some kind of a break, some kind of a rest.
But how long do you take one if you can get one?
Yeah, because
great kick by AJ!
Out of nowhere! You're right, because if you decide that you're going to tag out, you might not get back in. Gotta take another look. When you least expect it, and wow, did he drill him.
I'll tell you what, this guy can reach down and find things that no man has ever done in the X Division. And I think that's what Michael Shane takes offense to, and Kazarian, the reverence that people pay AJ Styles. And you know what? Michael Shane's got a point. He did hold that belt longer than anybody, and he is a worthy opponent, and so is Kazarian at Primetime. But you know what? You got to beat him first.
AJ and Shane with the exchange of the knife-edge chops. Looks like the phenomenal one getting a little bit the better of it. Michael Shane tried to be shot off into the ropes, and out of nowhere, Michael Shane connects with a belly-to-belly.
Oh, I agree with you, Mike. Wait a minute. 1, 2. Oh, Primetime came in to break it up, but he'd have been late. AJ just found something that he...
Getting closer with every pin attempt, isn't it?
You got that right. But, you know, I agree with you, Mike. I think he's got to tag in and get a breather.
But that's the risk that you play, Don. That's really the risk that you run if you do tag out. You might not get back in.
Michael Shane right here just ready to blow up on AJ, and he knows it's close. He knows how close he was just a minute ago.
Off the repeated shots, Shane going to try and elevate AJ. Got the leg hook.
Oh,
Small
AJ,
package,
quick roll up.
3 counters.
2. Oh, I thought he was going to steal it right there.
Shane went for the suplex. Small package inside cradle by Styles. Gains him a near fall. As soon as he gets to his feet, Michael Shane connects with a clothesline.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it's like he bunched both arms together right there and gave AJ the full force. And Michael Shane tags into Kazarian. They kind of align with each other here.
Well, you have to be impressed with how long AJ has been in this matchup. Tags have been made, other wrestlers coming in and coming out, but AJ's been in for minutes now.
I'll tell you what, though. Whoa. Oh, what a fling there by Kazarian as AJ just caught the full brunt of it in the turnbuckle.
And Kazarian going to try and follow up that move where he fires Styles into the turnbuckles. Repeated boots, now charges across. Oh, nowhere for AJ to go. His back is propped up, positioned against the turnbuckles. Kazarian elevates himself, connects both boots right into the chest of AJ.
Now look at it right here, just draining the last of the breath out of AJ. Primetime showing a little respect, showing a little class, coming over and pulling Kazarian's foot off. You know, there's winning and there's winning the wrong way and the right way. And I think Primetime and Sabin and Red have proved that they want to do it right. Kazarian and Michael Shane don't care.
Pretty obvious here that Kazarian is working on the lower back of AJ. It started with the Michael Shane backbreaker. Back first against the apron. Slingshot in, caught the leg drop. Here's the pin, and wow, Primetime in to break it up.
Oh, it was done.
Primetime's thinking of himself there also. He wants the match to continue.
You're right, Mike, and he had to make that call because AJ was done. I don't know how AJ is holding on right here. And look at this. I told you to make the straight bet for Shane and Kazarian.
We saw them earlier in that pre-taped sit-down interview with Hudson. They had a similar mindset at that point. I didn't know it was going to translate into this match, but it actually has.
Amazing Red. It's been a while since he's been in. It's been a while since Sabin's been in. Actually, it's pretty much been Kazarian and Michael Shane, and they've dominated in this.
Now Michael Shane feeling pretty cocky and pretty confident about the situation. Unleashes a right hand, closed fist right to the head.
I think AJ Styles knows he can't tag out. I think he knows he's got to stay in there and somehow find a way to sneak one in there. That's how you do it. Take an opportunity when you get a chance. Oh, is this guy something else?
Look at that. Incredibly fluid move by a man who has been taken to the test physically for several minutes. You talk about digging deep and coming up with a move like that.
Does he have anything left in the tank, though, Mike? Look at that.
That's the question that remains to be answered. We got to take another look if we can, Keith. Any chance? Here it is. Look at this. Watch the spring.
Look at how smooth it is.
Inverted DDT dropped him down. Back live. Tag in. Shane tags Kazarian.
Oh, he does make a tag.
And here comes Red.
Oh, Red fired up, and earlier on, I didn't get a chance to mention it because the action was so fast. Kazarian went by and spit on Red's face. Red obviously remembers it, and Red let him have it. Oh, nice kick by Red.
Whoa! Telegraph with a back body drop and hurt Kazarian. Can Red follow through?
Yeah, he's got it.
Michael
Shane knew it. It wasn't the fact that AJ was going to lose. It was that Red was going to become the new champ. There goes AJ.
Springboard into that flying forearm smash by Styles. Takes down Shane, but he just walked right into the drop kick by Kazarian. Watch Sabin. Springs off the top. Kazarian able to avoid him. Oh, man, what a clothesline.
Takes him right out, but here comes Primetime. As he levels Kazarian.
He just did take him down. Now Primetime and Shane. To the corner goes Shane, actually into the ropes, elevated up and over it. Styles clash. Can he get him in the clash? Drop kick by Red. AJ trying to get the clash.
He's trying to get him set up as it's just kind of gone crazy there, and AJ can't get it. Kazarian comes over and plants him.
Wave of the future.
Here it is.
Styles clash.
Oh, save it just in time.
Everybody realizes what's at stake. First pin, first submission, wins the match, wins the X Division title. 6 men battling for their lives and battling for that championship. Kazarian to the corner, Sabin charges. Kazarian got the elbow up. Look how quickly up to the top.
Oh, Michael, Chris Sabin. Did you see the force in which he threw him over his shoulder? Unbelievable by Sabin. I don't even know who's legal out there right now.
Release, overhead, German suplex up.
Oh, super
kick by Shane on Sabin. We're gonna try and stay live and look at that suplex as well. Pin attempt in by Primetime is broken up by Red.
Just in time as Red sweeps him, and here he goes. Red's got a shot. One.
Red Star. He matrixed right out and then caught him with a leg lariat. Did Primetime. Boot for Styles. Now can Primetime finally win the X Division title?
This is his chance as AJ fighting him off. There goes Red up. Oh, Red. It's Red. Oh, wait a minute. AJ's got him. Oh.
Primetime went through. Shoulder first into the steel. And AJ. Styles clash on Red.
Boom. Has he got it? Can he roll him over?
Clash. Here's one. Here's two.
Did he get it? He got it.
The winner of the match and still X Division champion of the world, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
You talk about gutsy. You talk about an incredible, you talk about a phenomenal performance. We've just witnessed it. Yes, from all six men, but what?
Wait a minute, what's going on here? Is Team Canada coming in?
Almost as if,
oh, they feel slighted.
Yeah, that's right. They didn't get their opportunity to be involved in this match. So now Team Canada, Johnny Devine, Bobby Roode, Team Captain Petey Williams and Eric Young, they've hit the ring, and we've got 10 X Division stars battling it out.
And you see Michael Shane going back to AJ, beating on him right there. Kazarian is just bedlam in the ring. There's no control whatsoever.
What an opportunity for Team Canada to attack after these six guys just fought their lives out. Wait a minute.
Here he is.
Fallen Angel. I'm sure that's that NWA flagpole. Look at Christopher Daniels.
And you know, if he'd have been completely healthy, if he had that match over, he'd have been out there, but he's not going to stand back and watch Team Canada do what they've done.
Well, you're right. I don't think he had medical clearance, Don, to be in this match. Christopher Daniels comes out and he cleans house.
Oh, it's just absolutely going crazy. Wait a minute. Right over here to the side of us. Holy cow.
Here comes AEW. Here come the Naturals into the ring. We've got 10 wrestlers, 10 X Division wrestlers battling right here by the broadcast position. Harrison, Storm, Douglas, and Stevens fighting in the ring.
I'll tell you what, we're going to need some security out here. It is just totally lost control. It's all around us. It's everywhere.
All hell is broken loose at the Asylum.
And you see the Naturals trying to, or the AEW trying to get some revenge back. Wait a minute. There's Monty Brown and D'Lo Brown as they're going at it.
Nothing was settled earlier between those two. They're going to square off next week in a rematch, and they can't wait till next Wednesday.
What has just gone on? It's just like everything is just boiled over.
There's bedlam at the Asylum. There's bodies everywhere. There's wrestlers battling everywhere you turn, everywhere you look. My God!
There you see Sabin with a member of Team Canada. Be careful right here, Mike. We're trying to cover the action.
Here comes the
Three Live Crew. The Elite Guard.
The Elite Crew in the guard. Marty Brown and D'Lo battling. My God, I've never seen anything like this.
Wait a minute. Jeff Jarrett just ran by.
Jeff Jarrett in the ring. Jarrett's got a guitar. Jarrett's got a guitar in the ring. Look out.
Total bedlam. Prime time is leveling Bobby Roode.
You talk about mayhem at the Asylum.
There, Kid Shamrock.
We'll see you Friday on Impact. But don't forget, next Wednesday,
Gauntlet for the gold.
It's a gauntlet for the gold. Shamrock and Jarrett. Here comes Shamrock. Here comes Shamrock.